Welcome back to Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com. One of my favorite segments, video of the question of the week. Check it out.
Hey guys, it's hard for me to stop. I have to push the brake pedal very hard. I had a brake job done not too long ago. Hey John and Brian, any idea on what I should have checked out?
Well, Yusuf, sounds like you got a hard brake pedal and it's hard to stop the car. First thing I would check, Brian, is definitely the booster. And there's a simple check you can do, and it's vacuum. You have to have vacuum if you have a vacuum actuated booster. I could demonstrate it real quick for you here on this board. Check it out. You're going to have vacuum coming from an engine source to your booster somewhere, Yusuf. So what I'm going to do is simply just get you to pull that hose off, put it in there, and you watch our gauge. Our gauge starts dropping down. And you see that gauge down there? Exactly, good vacuum. Anywhere from 15 to 24, 25 inches of mercury of vacuum. At least you know you're getting vacuum to it. That would be step number one. Brian, there's also different types of boosters and different tests you can run.
There really are. So there's a vacuum boost and there's a hydro boost. Let's think about the hydro boost for just a second. Those are belt driven, right? And so if you got a belt that looks like this, that's a pretty easy fix and a pretty cheap fix in the grand scheme of things. It's slipping somewhere in its travel. If it's coming off the power steering pump, that's probably not performing well either. So lots of clues there. If it's a hydro boost that's belt driven, easy fix.
Yeah, the key there is power steering fluid. So anything going wrong with the power steering system, if you have a hydro boost, diesels like to use those because they don't produce vacuum. High-end cars use them just because of the fact that we're not robbing any engine vacuum. That's a problem. Check your power steering system if you have a hydro boost. Now vacuum we just discussed, pretty cool. I got one cutaway here that you can actually see inside of here. And how this thing works is you have a diaphragm inside of here. And this is pretty neat because you got two types of boosters. Atmospheric suspended booster or a vacuum suspended booster. So let's just say we had vacuum on both sides. And then what happens, Yusuf, when you push the pedal in, atmospheric pressure is allowed to enter in this side. And when it does that, I got 14 pounds of pressure right here and a vacuum zero over here. It's going to help you push that pedal. Now, really and truly, it's super hard to push one of these if they're not working because the master cylinder is designed to actually run off a hydro boost system or a vacuum booster system. If you have manual brakes, a little bit easier.
Yeah, it's all about mechanical advantage in that braking system. That really could be the candidate for the problem that you're facing. So a couple diagnostics you can do in the driveway and figure this out.
Absolutely. What about our e-brake?
Wow, totally new rules. For all the brake jobs you've ever done, keep everything you've learned in mind, but understand the new rules. If you've got an electronic e-brake, you got to follow the procedures step by step.
Yeah, and exactly what you said. Just follow the procedures like you used to do. Really, don't be intimidated by it. Right. You know, putting it in that service mode, that was really easy, you know, and it may not be, you may have to go get a scan tool or do whatnot, but yeah, you can still handle it. You can go out into the driveway, you can do it. Brake pads, rotors, they're still cheap, same stuff. Put them on there, be done, get them brakes back in order.
Yep. Hey, love your questions. Keep them coming. Come see us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We love to hear from you.
Yep, well, we're out of time today, so join us next week at Tech Garage, presented by RockAuto.com, where there's never any fluff.